Apple has officially announced that they're going to be killing off Facebook advertising as we know it, and Google advertising, and all of these advertising platforms as we know it. With the release of iOS 17, it will have a devastating impact for all advertisers who are not prepared for this type of change. In fact, there's hardly any solutions. In fact, there's only one solution. Before you even start this video, is go to this website, betterthandata.com, and you need to join and you need to create a free account. This is the only way that you're going to be able to save your Facebook advertising and your Google advertising and your TikTok advertising as soon as iOS 17 comes out. I have the beta. It's not even out yet. I have the beta right now on my iPhone, and I can tell you that this is devastating. This is going to rock your world if you're not prepared for this. And let me tell you, we have the only solution that is going to work when this officially launches. They're going to be removing all UTMs. They're going to be removing all click IDs. There will be no information left to pass back to these ad platforms for attribution. And there is absolutely nothing that we can do unless you go and you sign up for Better Than Data. It is the only place. So let me tell you. Oh, hold on one second. Yeah, JJ, what's up? Yeah, just recording my video right now. Yeah, I told him we have the only thing. Oh, we can't lie to people? Everyone else is doing it. Fine. Yeah. No, I'll show them. Okay, sounds good. All right. Sorry about that. I guess what we should probably do is just tell you what's really going to happen and cut through all the noise, because I do actually have iOS 17 beta on my phone. So let's jump in. I'm going to show you exactly what is going to happen, what the impact is, and some potential solutions. Okay, so let's jump in. The first thing we're going to do, and we're going to come back to this, is we are going to be testing links with URLs inside of our iPhone. We're going to test them on Safari. We're going to see what the damages are, what's impacted and what's not. So it's true that some things will be changing with iOS 17. Okay, some click IDs will be going away. In fact, spoiler alert, all click IDs will be going away. But here's the URL that we're going to test. And I just Googled this free URL parser thing, and we're going to test this URL. So it looks like this. And if we scroll down, we can actually see what all of the UTMs look like. So here we can see that we have UTM source, medium, campaign, content term ID. We have gclid, which is the Google click ID. We have the Facebook click ID. We have the TikTok click ID. We have the Klaviyo ID that gets appended to Klaviyo emails. And we have two custom parameters. This could be Bugs Bunny and Scooby-Doo, but I chose ad ID and campaign ID. Those are totally custom parameters. So what we're going to do is we're going to test this link going to Looker Studio VIP, and we're going to see once it loads in Safari what parameters are going to stay. So to do that, let's switch over to my iPhone, and you're going to see probably way too much, but that's okay. So I'm going to scroll down. You can see as I scroll, okay, it matches. I mean, we're not doing any movie magic here, but we're going to go to general, we're going to go to about, and we're going to be able to see up at the top here where it says iOS version 17. Okay, so this is the 17 iOS beta that we are on. Okay. So here we have the same screen. So we're looking at that Looker Studio VIP, and we can see that we have the source, medium, campaign, content term. Okay, so what happens now when we load this page inside of Safari browser? So I'm going to open this up. You can see that we're in the single tab. And if we scroll to the left, that's private browsing. So we're going to start in normal browsing, and we're going to go plus, we're going to do a new screen, and we're going to just paste in that URL. So here you can see actually on the bottom, there's the campaign ID, there's the ad ID, everything is there looking good. So we're going to load this up. Here it is. Here's the page. That's what it looks like. And if we come back and we grab the URL, so now this is the full URL after it's been loaded inside of Safari. Let me just drag this over and select it all for you. So we're going to copy this. All right, we're going to go back to our formatter here. We're going to try and just select everything, delete, and we're going to repaste in the URL. And I can already see some of the parameters that are there. So we scroll down. Do we have our click IDs? We have UTMs there. We have click IDs. We have our custom parameters. So far in normal Safari, nothing has changed. Okay, so now what we're going to do to test this is if we switch over to private, okay, we're going to be in private. We're going to paste this in, paste and go. All right. Now this loaded up in private. What we're going to do is select this whole thing. There we go. Copy. Come back to our normal, go to our URL parser here so we can see, select everything here, delete, paste, hit parse URL, scroll down, and now we'll be able to see what is left. Okay, so we can see that our UTMs are there. So we got source, medium, campaign, content, term, ID. We have the TikTok click ID. We have the Klaviyo ID. We have our custom parameters, but you'll notice what's missing is the Facebook click ID and the Google Ads click ID. So those two are actually gone now. They're completely stripped out of Safari when we're in private browsing. So not when we're in normal, but when we're in private browsing. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show is what happens when we actually do this directly from an ad. Facebook here, so here we are, we have an ad, and if I hit learn more, what it's going to do is it's going to open this up inside of Facebook's browser, right? Which technically is a Safari browser. It's using WebKit, it's on your Apple device. Then we're going to hit more. We're going to say open in browser. So it's going to actually open this full link inside of our browser. And I'm going to come up here to select everything. Copy. We're going to come back over here and we're going to paste it into our parser. Paste. Directly from an ad inside of Safari, will the click IDs be gone? What do you think? Let's test it out. So here we have all of the query string parameters associated with this ad. So we can see it has a Wicked ID, we can see that it has a Wicked source, and we can see that it has a Facebook click ID. No UTMs, but that does not mean that UTMs were stripped. I guess in this case, like the advertiser may not have been using UTMs at all because the custom parameters are there and the Facebook click ID is still there. So the most important piece for the Facebook ad, which is the Facebook click ID, is actually still there. So that feature of iOS 17 where it strips them inside of private mode has not migrated over to, well, it's only in private, right? So the Facebook browser that pops up will not strip click IDs yet. Now, even with the past example where the TikTok click ID was there, like that could likely be moved. And in fact, this whole experience of where it strips out the stuff inside of the private browsing mode could become the default forever, like when you're not in private. So that is always a possibility that it could change, right? So here we have the Facebook click ID still there. It's not stripped out yet, so nothing quite to worry about. So far the impact is primarily on Facebook click ID, Google click ID. Most of the other ones will still be there. It is only in private browsing right now, but that doesn't mean it could migrate. So are all UTMs going away? No. Is anything even affected right now in the in-browser experience when you click from an ad on Facebook? No, nothing has been affected yet. So the amount of people that would actually open up your ad inside of in-private browsing, it's basically impossible, right? Because if they clicked an ad and did what I did, where you say open in browser, then that would have loaded and you would have had those ad impression click loading the page with all of the UTMs and the click ID. So that would have actually worked. And then it would have been just an extra step for them to have to go into Safari, go to in private and do that. So this could of course change. Now, what I think people are fear mongering about is that Facebook won't adapt. So yeah, if Facebook doesn't do anything or Google doesn't do anything in response to this, then click IDs will be going away. Now that doesn't mean Facebook can't just change what their click ID is. Instead of calling it FBC LID like it is here, they could just change it to it changes to Meta instead of Facebook. It's now Meta, right? The Meta click ID, and then it's just will be this cat and mouse game. So what this means as of right now is the actual ad experience isn't changed. Doesn't mean it won't change in the future, but also that doesn't mean that Facebook won't change in the future, or Meta, or whatever we're calling it, and Google ads won't change in the future, and they will adapt and they'll have new things. Personally, what I think is things like the conversions API are going to be much more important, because when you say, hey, so-and-so made a purchase with email 123, and we know there was an ad click over here with email 123, Facebook will be doing more of that matching in the back end, more than they already are. So conversions API and like server-side events will become increasingly more important as time goes on. But as of right now, the world is not falling. We'll keep you updated, so you can join Better Than Data, like I said at the beginning, but there's no need to panic as of yet. Now, Apple will probably change, Facebook will also probably change, and when that happens, if we're playing this cat and mouse game, we'll just stay up with it. We'll make adjustments, we'll do whatever we need to, but effectively, as of right now, there's no change. So that is the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is the world dying? Is Facebook going to implode? Is Google going to implode? Let us know.